Hello, everyone. What's going on? Finally, the podcast is here. I'm alone in my own room. All right, it's time for me. All right, guys, welcome. Welcome along to the podcast. It's June 2nd, and it's the afternoon. And, and yeah, we are actually, and yes, we are finally live. Yep, we're finally live, guys. Now, here's something that here's something that I'm going to announce to you guys. From now on, there's going to be a podcast only if something that happened recently, or what type of drama that happened recently, and we're going to address it. I mean, we've been like doing this ever since anyway, but hey, that's the change. The change is that we're going to do podcasts that only on any type of drama that happened recently, starting now. So without further ado here, we're just going to have a heavy, this is going to be one little heavy topic that we're going to have. And it's going to be involved a person that did fake hospitalization, all that kind of shit, over petty stuff. And however, that person here really did got away with it. But however, thanks to seeing that, thanks for Google though. Shout out to Google. We can see if the pictures are fully legit or not. And however, they are definitely not as legit than people thought it was. And to be honest, I used to believe in that too. I used to believe in that when I had a little spat with Austin, and of course Austin was on his feelings over being called out because he thinks that I'm trying to ruin him and all that type of shit. But his community is full of sensitive slime balls these days. It's been like that. So we're good to find this doc of what type of topic I'm talking about, and I'm gonna give you guys more once I open up this doc. Hold on. I'm just going to give you guys a little recap of what is up with that person. A person who faked her hospitalization due to petty theft. Well, it actually started out when there's this guy named Ethan. I am very familiar with Ethan though, and I know there's other people that are familiar with Ethan. This guy, Ethan, him had into a little spat with a person who goes by the name of Dana, and her friend, and also her friend, her boyfriend, I think, who goes by Josh, and yeah, of course that both these guys was crawling under Ethan's skin a lot, and it gotten so bad that to a point that Dana wants to come by and try to post pictures that was supposed to show her going through a lot of pain in the hospital, but however, I don't think I used to think that's real. I have to be honest. I also think it's real, but then thanks to uh thanks to Ethan, I did found out that the images from her so-called hospitalization is not real. It was just images from Google. And however, this type of behavior that I did already know about. And I really actually wanted to give you a little. I wanted to give you a little recap of what is up about this fake hospitalization thing. That it doesn't really happen more than once in my case. It happened with it happened when there is this person who goes by the name of Little Tux Tunes. For those who are familiar with Tux Tunes, that this guy here this guy was definitely a messed up person, a bad narcissistic person here, who messed around with 2 minors, and then he was betraying the good side to the bad side. And that's when shit hits the fan with him faking his hospitalization to shit that he had done. And when that was exposed, he was gone. And we haven't heard from him ever since. And I'm just hoping he'll be that. And I'm just hoping that he will stay gone, because no one's not going to deal with him anymore. No one's not. He's better off. He's better off away. I'm just going to say that. He's better off away. And of course, I'm just going to I decided just to go on you. I decided to. I really think that I thought it was supposed to be a doc I was gonna find, but instead, I'm just gonna go to someone's YouTube page just to see what's going on with this person, with this person, this Dana person, and this Josh person too. And of course, I'm not going to definitely waste my time on Austin. Of course, he's too annoying to deal with. He really is. Well, oh man. Well, before we dive into Dana, there is something that I want to show you from Ethan's channel. And oh boy, you guys are not gonna like this. Okay, this is what Ethan has said here. He said, well, he said he just has this information here that needs to be shared and spread around that proves what is up with this Josh person. There is one witness there who said that Josh posted some disgusting shit on Instagram, and it did shows yeah, it definitely shows some stupid shit going on with him and Dana. And yeah, that is completely disgusting right here. Yeah, I never really, okay, yeah, sure. I do expect something more crazy when it comes to the Vion community. Like, there's always a cycle between bullshit going on. And as you can see here, I don't really want to. I don't know if I really want to go into. I don't really know if I really want to go into this type of drama with this type of drama with Ethan, Diane, Dan, and Josh because from the way I see it, it's just something that it's just something that these guys here just have a huge fight is having a huge fight, and then suddenly they were on YouTube just to in Discord just to gaslight, improve, and try to defend each other. But to be honest though, I really do think that Ethan is the one who was right about Dana and Josh because both Dana and Josh, both of these guys, they're definitely not innocent on the book. And as for Austin, that's the same person there who's just trying to make a tons of excuses for both Dana and Josh, and yeah, this type of the type of words, this type of argument that Austin is trying to point out, that's just nothing. All of that is just really nothing. And of course, I don't even want, and of course, there's even no point of wasting time with Austin because he is so very deluded. He really is. Plus, there was one time that there is this Victor person who goes by the name of Victor. Victor, the Go animator, or something like that. Yeah, this person, yeah, that person here was aware about this drama between Ethan, Dana, and Josh. That he would have the audacity just to try to get Ethan's information here and just hack Ethan's account on Instagram. And definitely I can just and plus, so you guys have to forgive me because my YouTube is completely lacking. And I have to tell you guys, who is this Victor person? Well, I don't know about this Victor person either. I don't know about him. But man, he got a lot of shit to say. He goes by the name of Victor the Animator and Media 2K6. That's a very autistic name. And this is what I see right here. This is what the Victor says. He says this guy was, attacking users he hated because this dude had trust issues. And he can't trust anyone. And of course, second sentence that he literally just says that this dude literally just pointed out the person who was attacking the most, and that is Ethan. And that's what he actually said here. This dude has anger. Also said shit like have anger issues, all that stuff. But, buddy, guess what? I have anger issues too. This is what Victor said in his last two sentences. He just don't care for anyone but himself, of course, and that's selfish. We'll just stick with his IRL friends instead of his online friends because they don't trust him, especially the bad things they have done in the past. So apparently, Victor is trying to say that. Victor is trying to say that this person, they say that after he had beef with this person, Ethan, this guy is finally saying that he'd rather just stick with people IRL because of one thing. This is my theory. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on with Victor behind closed doors. That's why he's trying to commit cold turkey because because he's trying to escape everything. That's what he's saying. He literally just admitted that he's escaping from his own actions. So no one else will know nothing about it. They were just stick with people who never know about his life on the internet. That's what he's trying to say. And of course, this is what he also said. He said he also has anger issues there towards people who are trustworthy to him or not. He can't control even with someone he likes. Buddy, guess what? I have anger issues. Of course. I can't control them. There are times I took my anger out of anyone, no matter who they are. I have anger issues too. But I don't just go around and just attack people who are my friends that I look upon to. No, that's not me. I don't do that. But instead, this is what I do here instead. Yeah, when I get angry, oh yeah, I will take your anger out of you. I will do it. I will lash out. But I'm not gonna go around and attack those for like no reason on the internet. That ain't right. And the purpose of you hacking someone's account, yeah, of course. That's how crazy that's how crazy this Victor guy has become. There's no plan of turning back on it too. Here's what Ethan said too. To get away from the actions there, this is why Victor and Dana and the others here should just fuck off for real. And I do agree. I do agree on that. And to be honest though, this is what this dude actually says here from Austin. And you know what? This guy here is actually coping here again, from what I'm seeing. This dude just don't want to get blocked because dude just can't handle no self-responsibility. And all this, and plus just do you know that this guy here is like defending Dana and Josh and was believing that Dana was hospitalized, of course. And they don't even, but Austin was like too stupid to realize until later on, which is confusing. Definitely confusing. Plus, I can actually see, also I can actually see this is this paragraph that started to mention Pokemon is something out of the ordinary. Just playing all this random stuff in a wiki that's not supposed to be related to anything else other than just Vion and shit. I don't know, man. Just some all this stupid stuff here I have seen really making my head hurts. And now I'm trying to find out This hospitalization thing. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I'm just going to show you guys something else. It's the part that Victor admitted that they also hacked Ethan. Yeah, I can pull up the screenshot here, so it will be very legit. This is from my channel here. And it is what Victor has said. He said that he did regret it of hacking Ethan's account though. And he said that it was Dana who sent the screenshots, the evidence, like so he can get hated more. And man, it turns out that Dana really did betray Victor. Really did. So yeah, that's him right here, Victor the Animator Media 2K6. And this person here really did hack Ethan's Instagram account. If it's something I didn't really expect someone like him to hack someone's account. But if this dude here managed to, if there's some password sharing involved, then that could actually make sense if there's password sharing involved. I would never expect someone here just to hack someone's account when it comes to knowing coding and stuff. Me, on the other hand, I'm like an amateur. I don't know a lot about coding. I mean, I do know something about coding, but not all of it. Not a lot. And fact there is just no point. There is really no point of someone would literally just really think that they can just be let slide for it, because for real, you can get in deep shit when it comes to hacking innocent people. And you might be charged for it. So I'm not just gonna yeah. I do think that this Victor person right here is definitely screwed. I mean, there's no point of you just trying to think that you can just get away from hacking someone over bullshit. And there's no point of even trying to fake hospitalization over bullshit too. Not supposed to work like that. And you know that all this stuff here, was going on with Dana. I just want to know why. Why would someone even think that they can just get away of faking hospitalization because they feel a certain type of way? It's because they're wrong. In fact, I don't really think that Dana is the one who's in the hospital. Really. But I also found out that Ethan was the one who really was in the hospital the whole time. Ethan was in the hospital from what I heard, and it was definitely surprising. It really is. But however, even though let's even when the drama became like so messed up, it became personal too because one of Dana's illegal cousins was informed about this because Dana exposed her cousin's stuff on the Wikipedia page, her actual email. So yeah, I did. So I also heard that Ethan did contacted Dana, that they contacted Dana's cousins about the fake hospitalization, claiming suicidal stuff, all that kind of stuff, which is which all of it is fake. And I don't really think their cousin would even be aware about this. But to be honest, though, if I were Ethan, I would have her cousin contact her parents about this, so the parents can deal with her. And by the way, where is Josh? There's Dana and Josh now. Both Dana and Josh, they're gone. Both these guys are gone, which is okay. They're finally gone. They're gone. I'm not going. No, we're not going to deal with them anymore. But yeah, I'm. And who knows? Might be still on Instagram or not. But hey, both of these guys are gone. Alrighty, guys, that's enough for Dana and Josh here, and now we're gonna go to HAK 34 rules. Now, I really haven't heard a lot about HAK 34 rules, but the only thing I'm gonna say that this person here was doing something not so cool and just being extremely messed up. And of course, we are going to we're going to react to one of the videos to it, and and also react to some of the posts of when it comes to HAK 34 rules. And there is like one person who is recovering HAK for so long. He just made like a couple of videos. So we're just going to react to one of his videos here. And before I do that, I did heard that HAK 34 rules did something is doing something not so pleasant. And is doing things not so pleasant here for like so long. And boy, it's like there's gotta be something that's crazy from it. There's gotta be something crazy from it. Very. As Ethan says, you think the cousin did contact the parents, but also hiding her true colors is that what's going on. That's just my theory, anyways. I don't think the cousin did nothing. I really do think that the cousin did absolutely nothing, but just to react. All right, enough of that. We're going to react to HJK34 rules exposure videos just to see what is up from him.
Hey everyone, welcome to the first video here. Today I will be calling out AGK34 rules for a few things he's done over his Go Animate career. I will not be going over his pedophilia actions since he's already been called out for that, because I will be talking about other things he's done besides that. Anyways, let's begin.
Wow.
To start this video off, on December 21st, 2018.
What do you say? You made a claim that Dark RNG talked to him? Okay, and I don't really think that AJK would. I don't think that AJK don't have to just a screenshot the conversation. But anyway.
AGK has made his very own movie after himself. And as you can see here, in the movie he made a scene where a creature he called a Ugandan knuckle was raping someone in a train, which shows that he made an actual...
Oh. What? I'm sorry. Are you kidding me right now?
Get raped in a movie. That has got to be the most sickening thing I have ever seen someone do in this community. And AGK, you are now confirmed to be an even bigger sick fuck for adding that scene.
Yeah, to be honest, though, that was not funny. That was not funny. It was sickening, but that ain't funny.
I can't wait till everyone sees what
it looks funny, but
The next thing I want to talk about is that when he recently came back Irreler this month, one of the reasons he came back was, quote unquote.
This is what he says. Let's see what he says. He already took accountability of his actions. And Dog Grabber, also known as Asian, had a talk with me in October, and I was completely honest. It's called out for something that I didn't mean to, which I'm taking accountability for my actions. I'm sorry for letting you all down. Now, here's what I think. I know you're trying to be funny. But that video right here was definitely too far. That was definitely too far. I know there's Vyonders right here trying to be funny, but stuff like what I saw, that is definitely too far.
Taking accountability for his actions, claiming he had a talk with Dark RMG Entertainments and was being completely honest. when he literally has no evidence or proof of him having a talk with him. And besides, I already know he hates AGK because of what he said in the AEIS Podcast number 100, even though it's mostly dead nowadays. And not only that, whenever I have been commenting on his videos, he would simply delete them immediately afterwards, showing he can't handle my hate towards him after saying he would in his server.
Wonder why.
GK, you need to learn to handle criticism. And I know you've been claiming that you have taken your accountability, but it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care if what you did was 3 months, 6 months, a year, or even a decade ago. Your actions have already been permanently cemented onto the Go Animate community.
Is there any
If you
more?
decide to call me out over this, don't start attacking me when I re-upload your old movie, because I do have it downloaded.
Uh-oh.
And do you even know difference between taking accountability and getting exposed for being a pedophile? Taking accountability for your actions is apologizing to everyone for what you did for your actions. You literally cannot improve for being a pedophile, since it's the most unforgivable thing in the Go Animate community. So through your brain-dead logic, you need to just end.
Okay, I'm just gonna elaborate on this. That video of Uganda Knuckles RAing someone in a train, is that pedophilia to you? I don't think it is. I don't think it's pedophilia. I think it was just. I think it's just an unfunny act going on. There's nothing pedophilic about it.
Your internet career and never, and I mean never, use social media again. Everyone in our community hates you, and there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that you can do about it. So, with that being said, cry about everything I've said. The third thing I want to talk about is that he credited famous Go animators in his movies for clout. For an example, he credited IT Sack Studios, who is a famous Go animator, claiming that he was a part of his movies. Yet Isaac practically never did any work on his films.
Yeah,
AGK,
like,
you need to know that crediting someone who isn't a part of your film is not what movies are for. What is up with your logic for clout? I swear.
Yeah, all of
Another thing I want to bring up is that he always makes videos for money. Like, that is the most stupidest reason to doing YouTube like ever. Because almost every video he makes, such as Classic Caillou gets grounded, Dora gets grounded, Bob gets grounded, etc., is just all for money and not for the fans in general. According to the AEIS, which I will provide a link of its podcast in the description, AGK has been strict towards others in his server by banning someone for 2 weeks, all for minor mistakes, taking users seriously, etc.
Jeez.
AGK, if you think
and that's
your
the
ass
same
can
guy who
say
just made
sorry
that
for
sick
letting you
video.
down, and sorry for being strict towards you, that will just be the most half-assed apology I will ever hear in my life. You cannot change from what you did, and you need to find help, and just never use social media again. Overall, in conclusion, this is all why you should never, and I mean never, support AGK, like most of you in the comments of his comeback video say. He is just greedy, a sick fuck, and loves to steal GoTube and rack animates content all for some greedy ass money. That's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Peace out, y'all.
Shit? He's stealing? Yo, he's stealing. He's stealing content. That's crazy, man. I can't believe he's stealing. This is what Sonic also says. He says that AGK shipped Strawberry Elias okay. That was totally uncalled for. He's stealing videos. Bro. He's stealing videos? Yeah. This AGK guy, why is he stealing videos? To the point that someone who literally will strike his ass. And man, and to be honest though, I really think that AGK should just take a break for a few months or so. But hey, there is more. There is definitely more to the evidence. And there is definitely more. And I am about to go on with another video here featuring this particular person, Terminations 900. Yeah, that same guy who liked pedophiles and using religion as just to excuse his liking for pedophiles. To be honest though, I do not trust pedophiles. I never trust them. I would never trust these guys. These guys were completely fucked up. And yeah, I go around in baptism. But I do not believe that pedophiles should be repented. Meaning that if you let a pedophile repent their sins, oh yeah, it means we're going to let them be around kids when they're literally attracted to kids. Yeah, they should be registered as sex offenders, right? And stay away from kids. That's about it. We're just gonna go on to we're just gonna go on to only 3 other videos, and that's it, because this stream will not go as because this is gonna be a very short stream, all right? It's gonna be a very short stream, but I promise you, the next stream, oh yeah, next stream, I'm gonna go back wasting over 1 or 2 hours of your lives.
Hey everyone, and Noni guy here. Do you remember I recently exposed the GK34 rules for that scene he made of making a creature rape someone in a train? Well, guess what, peeps? I got more evidence for y'all to see. So,
oh boy,
you all think that a GK is simply a nice man who cares about his friends and fans? Well, not really at all, because the topic I'm about to discuss is that he framed Terminations 900 for cannibalism, saying Tim was going to shoot him and...
That's what he said? And to be honest though, I don't really think that's true. They ain't legit enough, to be honest.
And eat him for dinner. Just by looking at his message saying that literally makes me lose almost half of my brain cells. Stephen John Martinez. Yes, that is a GK's real name for those who are wondering why.
Yo, you literally just call him out on his real name. That is insane.
Why would you think about framing Tim towards killing you for dinner? Even though most people don't like Tim, you can't just think that he would shoot you and then eat you for dinner, as that is something I know he would never do in his whole entire life. The next thing I'm going to show is a short clip of a GK showing quote-unquote proof of his claim towards Tim, which I'm going to show to y'all right now.
That makes sense. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised you call yourself a goat.
Man goat.
Yeah. You know,
does not have to do something with the situation.
I'd probably shoot you. If you were a goat, I'd probably shoot you. Yeah, because you're a goat. I'd probably shoot you in the field and eat you for dinner.
And yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. But to debunk on what Tim said, he said that if a GK was a goat, like he said in the clip, then he would shoot him in the field and eat.
And you know what? Coming from Terminations, who claiming to be a Christian, that is definitely not Christ-like. That's why I think that Termination is not really much of a Christian, but he's using Christianity as a prop. And yeah, he's in a university. Yeah, he's in a Catholic university, but I really do think that he's not really a Christian at all. Not really.
Eat him for dinner. Therefore, shooting goats and eating them is not cannibalism. A GK. What in that thick of it brain were you thinking? You can't just say that Tim wants to kill you all because of a compliment from him.
Yeah. You know what? This is just dumb. This is just completely dumb. Straight up via logic. And wow, look at this. This guy just made it. This guy just disabled comments in his recent video over 4 months ago. Man. And I can see he's also making excuses to debunking posts. Next video.
Hey everyone, you want to know why I haven't uploaded for the past 2 months? Well, for an important reason, of course, my high school career, but we're not going to go over my absence of making content. What I'm about to discuss in this video is another video about a GK34 rules. Yes, if you're wondering, I do know that he got tested positive for anemia, but that isn't going to be the topic of this video. What I need to say to y'all is that I found this user known as Armintrix. Now you might think this is a random GoAnimate user who has recently joined the community. Well, unfortunately, that isn't true, as you can see on his video description. It says that he was born on January 8th, which is exactly 1 day after a GK34 rules' birthday. And as you can see on the top, it says that he makes grounded videos out of classic Caillou, Dora, Karen, Bob, and Childish Dad, which, if you don't know, is the exact same grounded videos that a GK makes on his channel. Next on his religion page is that he says that he is Catholic, which is the exact same religion that a GK said that was on his now deleted server.
That looks
He also said that his favorite YouTubers are SML.
I'm just gonna tell you how sketchy this shit is. You open up a channel, you're a new guy, right? And you could, of course, you saying you actually does grounded stuff, all that kind of stuff, but while you just made a new channel, while you're just a new person here. And of course, I'm not sure what this person, I don't know why that someone new would even put this, did my videos, OCs, all that kind of stuff when that person you don't even know much about. Because a new person in the community has to know a lot. Like really a lot. And then it could do stuff like, and then it could have put in stuff like this.
Smock and Mess Yourself, which of course is the exact same YouTube channels that AGK likes. Next is that he said his favorite video games are Mario games, which of course are the same video games AGK likes. And lastly, it says that if we steal his videos and OC characters, then he'll give us a quote-unquote copyright strike, which is what a GK said on his About page 2. So there you have it, folks. This is mainly why this account is just a goddamn AGK34 rules alt account, just so he can remain anonymous and think he's someone else. Even though I'm super smart on knowing it's actually him, because I am not stupid. So Stephen Awful Goddamn John Martinez, don't you even think that you can comment below on this video saying that I'm slandering you, because I know from this YouTube account that I am not. And what does your noggin know? Exactly. That you were innocent in your entire situation to begin with. So Armintrix, or should I say AGK, I am seriously beyond angry at you right now. I want to know why you tried to fool the GoAnimate community to thinking you're a different person, and why you even would do this shit to begin with. Seriously. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna end this video right here. See y'all in the next video.
Yep, an alternative channel indeed. No wonder. This is crazy. All right, there's another one. Sick of AGK rules. I wonder what pissed off and on.
Hey guys, I'm a new guy here. and I need to literally vent in this video as I am extremely angry at AGK, because around an hour ago as of the time I am making this video, his victim commented in my channel saying he has felt uncomfortable from AGK slandering him of creating multiple accounts with no evidence whatsoever. AGK clearly made a fucking minor uncomfortable, and he clearly doesn't give a fuck. You know what? No, I am not ever falling for.
You make someone uncomfortable for lying to you. That doesn't make no sense. But even though it doesn't really make no sense here, but yeah, AGK here is definitely a big fat liar.
For what he says anymore. He is 24 years fucking old, and he clearly has the mindset of a fucking 5-year-old.
Wait, 24 years old? What?
Has the mindset of a fucking 5. He is 24 years fucking old, and
he's 24 years old. He's 3 years younger than me. I can't believe it.
He clearly has the mindset of a fucking 5-year-old toddler. I am literally younger than him, and I have way more common sense than him. AGK clearly never addressed the allegations at all.
I also have common
It's
sense
just
than him.
making it look like a fucking joke. When
I'm
it's
also
clearly
mature than
not.
that guy.
And also, I forgot to mention a few days ago that when Thomas commented in one of our Mentrex's comments, he clearly deleted it afterwards. That honestly feels like it is actually a GK now, with absolutely no deniable proof. Refusing to show proof is just an excuse to not to admit to the truth, and it gives me all the justification to expose this motherfucker. Anyways, that is the video. And one last thing to say before this video ends. AGK, if I ever see you in real life, I will seriously confront the fucking shit out of you. I am not joking. Do you understand? Anyways, if you need evidence about what AGK has done, my videos and community tab will explain the whole story.
Wow. Wow. This is gonna be very epic there. Man, this is a recent video right here. One last video and it's over. Yeah, I see. So we have Elijah Turner here. 2 days before HGK released his deleted movie here, which is suspicious. But you can't show the evidence on Better Adventure because HGK deleted it after the cancellation a year ago.
That makes sense. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised you call yourself a goat.
Man goat. Bye.
Hello guys, I am Elijah.
Hello guys, I am AGK30.
That could make sense though. Same grammar, same walking effect. And he also claimed he deleted the old server. It is what Elijah says. He lives in Los Angeles, California, which is the same place that AGK lives. Also claims he's 23 years old. Same age as AGK. And AGK even definitely admitted that he don't even have a freaking job. Holy crap, man. Can AGK be that dumb? You know what? Maybe this Elijah Turner guy is definitely behind AGK. It is definitely behind AGK. Oh, look at this. Lilo and Stitch remake here, much worse than you think. Yeah, I ain't sure about Lilo and Stitch anyway. Yeah, someone told me that before. Anyway, that is AGK here. That is AGK here. One pointless retard. And he said he didn't go to college there, huh? Guess what? I also don't go to college. Yeah, I don't go to college. I'm in trade school, but I'm not in college. And it's going to be my second year going to trade school. Yeah. I don't need to go to college anyway. But if I needed to go to college, then I would just enroll to college to get an associate's degree. Or just go to community college instead. But I choose trade school. I was pressed for college, but not anymore. Of course, it can be really expensive there. Tuition is what I'm really anxious about. And I don't want to put no one in stress when it comes to tuition. Yeah, I do think that Elijah could be behind HGK because they both have the same information, the same grammar, the same everything. So it's a 100% possibility that this Elijah person is definitely AJK. Yeah, that's definitely him. Oh, me having a good future without college. Well, AGK will end up in jail. Oh yeah, of course. I can see it now. But yeah, that's AGK, fellas. Anyway, that is all it. That's all it. Yeah, I was gonna do this two furries, Josh and Wyatt. But I really want to talk about them, but ain't nothing to talk about. I've been talking about them like way long enough. But I don't know. Maybe I might do it. Oh, this Elijah Turner person that was behind AGK. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's stream. That's it for today's stream. It's 3:40 p.m. and the stream lasted for over an hour. And of course, the next stream that we're gonna have, next topics. I said before that starting the next podcast, we're just gonna talk about the recent drama. So we're definitely gonna talk about Bia Quirky in the next podcast. And we might talk about a few people. I don't know. But yeah, Bia Quickly, first one on the list. First person gonna be the topic for the next podcast. Anyway, that is it, guys. See y'all Saturday. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing. Stay away from the rainbow.